What's happening, fellas? Viper here and welcome to a new video on the channel. Today for you I have another formation guide. This time we're going to be tackling the 4-2-3-1, probably the second or first most balanced formation in the game, along with the 3-5-2. So that is why we are covering this next. After this we'll probably get into the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or something like that. These are my favourite two formations, the ones that we are covering now, so the 3-5-2 and the 4-2-3-1. So if you are enjoying the content, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. This is obviously the team we're using. The reason for a few players in this team I'll explain in the instructions, because there are a few players in this team that are very, very important to the formation specifically. So let's get into the custom tactics. Do you need cheap, reliable coins? Check out MMO EXP for the cheapest coins on the market and use code VIPER to get 5% off. So as we get into the custom tactics, lads, you're going to notice it's just very, very balanced, balanced on everything. The reason for that is because of the way the kind of formation sets up. If you play any press tactics, you're gonna kind of destroy the balance that the formation has. The only one you could really get away with is pressure on heavy touch, which is not a bad tactic, to be fair. It's one of the safer, aggressive tactics, if that makes sense. If you play press after possession loss, it's just going to be too crazy. Too much is going to be happening for you, and it's going to be too aggressive for you. So that's why we avoid that. Constant pressure is an obvious no-no. Reason being is you just die stamina-wise, and you'll concede a lot of goals because you'll open up a lot of gaps. Unless you're the best defender on the game, that is a no-go. Drop back is one of the better ones, out of the defensive styles. I don't personally want to rock it because I think it invites too much pressure. But because the A nerf finesse shots, this has become probably the best tactic on the game currently. I don't want to use it because I don't want to play that kind of style. I want to play a bit expansive and enjoyable FIFA. If you play this, you're just playing for the win. And if you want to play that, you play that. That's not my style. And I'd appreciate it if you guys didn't play this either, because it's just not fun to play FIFA when you're playing drop back. But if you want the wins, drop back is your mate, your best friend, in fact. So, yeah, if you want to rock that, but I would not recommend it. So we go for balance. We've got a bit of everything then, which is really nice, and that's why we rock that. Width 50. We just want this balance so we can deal with both the narrow formations and the wide formations. We're not too compact, but we're also not too wide either, which is nice, and that is why we rock that. Depth. I wouldn't mind having this on 40. I'm probably going to have it on 40 as well, actually. Reason being, AI blocks are so powerful now that the more you drop your line, it sits quite deep anyway on the next-gen consoles. If you do want to drop this down a little bit more, you can as well, just to deal with you can AI block so often, and that's really, really effective currently. EA need to nerf that desperately, as it's becoming very, very OP. 40 depth at the lowest. I'll go for 55, 60 depth at the highest. If your centre backs are really fast, play this. We're talking Lacroix, Rudiger, rule breakers, players like that. I'm going to keep it on 40 though, or 45. It's up to you. Just to deal with, we have a bit more AI blocks there, so which is quite handy, and that is why we like that. Build up, play balanced. All of these are quite good. Slow build up, you will just turn into a turtle. We don't want that. Fast build up's really nice, but you'll get hit on the break too often, which is a big issue in the game right now. So don't play that. Long ball's really good. You get the balls over the top. Them silly L1 triangle balls are really overpowered right now as well. So if you do want to play that, you can. It's really, really effective. I've tried it out quite a lot and I really like it. But for me, in this formation, balanced is key, in my opinion. Just because of the way the 4-2-3-1 is so balanced as a formation, I think build-up play being unbalanced and chance creation being unbalanced is your best friend again. And there are a few good options here. Forward runs is too much. It's too aggressive. You'll get exposed at the back quite a lot with that one. Direct passing is really nice because the striker will sit on the last defender or on the centre back to go in behind on him, which is really nice. I quite like direct passing. That's probably my favourite one. And I would use this in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or something like that. But once again, because it's the 4-2-3-1, we're playing balanced on everything, because that is the way the formation plays, and that's why we like that. Now, guys, you probably have seen the width and thought, Jesus, that's quite high. Reason being, I can't really explain this too well right now without going into the instructions, but the wide cams are so important in this formation to create the width, to get onto the byline, and it's very important that you have specific players playing wide to get this to work correctly. If you don't have the right players that you've seen that I have in my team, my wide players are Rashford and Inaki Williams. Drop this down a bit less, you know, play it on 60, maybe 55. And the reason we've got it on 70 though is because we have the right players for it. The idea is that we have very powerful players that can hold off the fullbacks. And that's going to be where we're going to get most of our goals from, right? Getting down to the byline with Inaki Williams and Rashford, getting a little ball across and scoring that way. Players in the box, very, very high for the same reason. We want players to be in the box to receive the balls from Inaki and Rashford. So that is why that is on 7. Very, very important to have this high. You don't really suffer too much defensively having this very high. So I'd recommend you having this as high as you want it. Don't go to 10, but 8 is cool. 9 is even good. And even 5 is okay as well. But 7 for me because of how much I like to attack and get the ball into the box. Now, obviously, corners and free kicks have these both on 2. 2 is the best. Apparently, if you have it on 1 though, you have more options outside the box, as you can see there on the little map there. You get more options shorter, so maybe 1 is better for you. I like it on 2 though because I like to mix up my corners, go into the box, go to the guy right at the back there, and also play it short as well. But what I do from short corners, I actually sprint boost into the box and do a finesse shot. That's why I like it on 2 personally, but some of you might prefer it on 1. That's up to you. Free kicks, who cares? I'll just have this low so you don't get hit on the break from a free kick. And that's that. Now, moving on to the instructions. First of all, we have Ronaldo, who is our striker. We have him on stay central, stay forward. Because we've got wide players in this formation, having them on balance width is really annoying. Ronaldo would like drift wide, and it's just really, really frustrating. We don't want him drifting wide. Stay forward as well, obviously for obvious reasons. Conservative interceptions as well. So he's just there. He's ready to score. He's ready to go in behind. He's ready to be there at all times and not get involved in any tackles. That is why he's on conservative. Our middle cam is on basic defensive support and stay on the edge of the box for cross. Reason being is so we can hit a finesse shot with low drop. He's very good at the finesse shots. So we want him on the edge to have the opportunity to finesse shot. You know, maybe they try and clear it, or an AI block happens and it falls to low drop. He's right there. He can either do the finesse shot or go for a little double X pass into Ronaldo, which is really, really handy. But for the wide players, we've got them both on comeback on defense and get into the box for cross. Reason they're on comeback, it's just to support a little bit more. This is the best way to play this formation. Get some players back and to help out the fullbacks and the CDMs. Get into box for cross is for the byline balls. Or if you get a nice cross on, you know, you're breaking with Inaki Williams, Rashford is going to be darting into the box to give you an option to cross it as well, which is really, really nice. So that is why we have that on them. Moving on to the CDMs, your more progressive CDM, have him on balanced and cover centre and aggressive interceptions, because he's going to be buzzing about, moving up the pitch, linking up the play. Aggressive's okay on him. And the reason for that is just to, you know, get stuck in, make the opposition make a quick pass, or hurry them, I suppose. That's the reason I like that on our more progressive CDM, that being Nkunku in this instance. Stay back while attacking and cover centre on your more defensive CDM. In this instance, we've got Kante. Very self-explanatory, really. I don't really need to go over this too much. Cover centre, just because we've got enough wide options to cover the wide areas, so we don't need to worry about the wide areas. You know, so if they cover the centre, they've got the spine covered, which is really nice, and that is why they are on cover centre. Moving on to the fullbacks, they're on stay back while attacking, and that's that. Nothing else on them. Some people like playing overlap on them. If you want to play that, go for it. Kind of personal preference. I probably would prefer them on inverted, just to provide something into the middle of the park. But this is all personal preference, and that's fully up to you. You do what you want with your fullbacks, just make sure you have them on stay back while attacking. So yeah, guys, this is the most balanced formation on FIFA 22 with the 3-5-2. You will have a lot of cover defensively with this formation, and you'll be able to hit on the break quite a lot. And Ronaldo, or whoever your striker is, is always going to be in the right position to start a counter-attack. And that's why it's so good, man, because you've got the two wide players who are really, really important, probably the most important players in the team, you know, to create crosses, byline passes. And then you've got your middle cam, who kind of stays up the pitch, does support a little bit defensively, but not too much, just to help you guys out, you know, to help out the CDMs. And then, yeah, Ronaldo's always there, which is really nice. And the reason we have only one CDM on stay back, you could put him on stay back as well if you want. I'd also take off aggressive interceptions then as well. If you have two very, very defensive midfielders, put them both on stay back, and make sure you take off aggressive interceptions. But I really like having the progressive CDM there, who can help and make a kind of like a 5 and attack. So that is why I like having one more advanced in CDM there. But that's completely up to you guys. You don't have to play like that if you don't want to. But that's just, I think, the way that this formation plays the best, with one more advanced in CDM, and then having the two players on comeback to support, and then you can break out very, very quickly, which is the main thing with this formation. You know, it's very, very balanced and defensively capable, and then you have the ability to break out with lightning speed as long as you have the right players here. As I said earlier, the right players here are like very powerful players, very fast and strong players, to hold off the fullbacks. That is why we've got Rashford and Inaki, both very good at doing that. Can beat a lot of the fullbacks, even Mendy and Davies, Inaki can beat. Hakimi's a bit of an issue for Rashford, but other than that, Rashford's really, really good. Obviously, the 5-star skills on him as well. Yeah, that's it, lads, really, for this formation. We're going to go get into a game now, so I can showcase how the formation really plays. So let's get into that, and yeah, I'll be with you in a minute. All right, boys, into the game we go. If he does ready up, and he does. Good team, that. Barella, Tonali, Dybala, who's really good on this game. Good defence. Let's get into the game and see how we get on. Marcus. That's got to be a foul, ref. Well done, N'Golo. To Marcus. Nice, good play. It's a good build up, this. Into Inaki. Yeah, nice, good play. Kunku coming forward a little bit. Good from Ronaldo. Into Ronaldo again. Into Rashford. Oh, yeah. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Good ball from Nkunku. Back into Nkunku. It's good football, this. Oh, why? Penalty! How on earth is that a penalty? I mean, we'll take it. Slow build up there, lads. And we got a really, really nice bit of build up going on there. Ronaldo, and that's 1-0. There we go, boys. I don't think that was a penalty, but we will take it, and we're 1-0 up. Into Laudrup. Okay, fair enough. That's half time, boys. I don't know how that didn't go into Laudrup there. I think my controller's a bit messed up. Yeah, we've been a better player, though. We've dominated the game. Possession, we're dominating as well. That's another thing that you do get with a 4-2-3-1. As you get to dominate the ball a lot and control the game. So, yeah, let's get into the second half. Well done, Ronaldo. Needs some help. But for now, we can just run. Oh, Ronaldo. What a goal that is, boys. And that was just, you know, we had nobody up, but Ronaldo managed to steal the ball kind of like that. And yeah, 2-0 up. Very, very easy, that was. Oh, Rashford's done brilliantly again. Oh, Marcus. Stop it. Oh, Marcus. Into Dembele. Oh, my God. Oh, my. We're playing liquid football, boys. I don't know why Inaki came inside so much there, but helps us out, lads, and we're 3-0 up. Oh, my God. What is going on? I don't know what was going on there. Is he going to rage quit? He might do. Yeah, he has. There we go, boys. Dominated the game, man. We deserved that. And yeah, that's what you get with the 4-2-3-1, man. Just complete dominance of the ball. Build up your attack slow, fast, and whatever you want. Get the balls over the top. So I think the most important thing for you guys to take away from this video It's how important the progressive CDM is. He dominated that game for us, and Nkunku was everywhere. Tackling, defending, getting the passes, getting the over-the-top balls working. I'd highly recommend you do this card, by the way. Go watch my player review on him if you haven't already. And Nkunku's brilliant. But that's going to be it for this video, lads. So if you did enjoy, make sure you do leave a like and you're subscribed if you're not already. That's going to be it from me for now, lads. So take care.